So I'm about to embark on my kitchen renovations, and this will be the first time I've ever used a builder for any of my renovations. So I thought I would do a vlog about it. So what you're looking at right now is the wall that hopefully in a week or two will be gone and replaced with the beam. I had to get building consent, and that wall has all the power in it. I've been living with this kitchen for 20 years. It was built, I think, in the 1950s when the house was originally built, and this wall here was put on when they added on to the original two-bedroom house to turn it into a three-bedroom with an extended, this is sort of like the dining lounge area. And this here, behind that wall, became the third little bedroom. So you can see on the ground, right there, that was the edge of the original house. So the house came out that far, which is why we have to put a beam in here, because this is supporting the roof. It used to be an external wall. And looking at the floor, you can see this area here, this really big, weird kind of hall area, and that section that's been blocked off of the smaller bedroom used to be the dining lounge area for the house, because if you follow along, that is the original front door. So you used to walk through the front door. There's a bedroom there, which is my bedroom. This was one of my kids' bedrooms, which is now my craft room. And then this area was the living area, and then the kitchen. So they extended in the 70s, according to the council plans. But for some reason, they didn't update the kitchen. They just extended the house out, put in these horrible arches to, I guess, support the roof. And that's it. So the other thing is the light switches are all in weird places. Like the light switch for this hallway is way over here. So if you enter this area from one of those directions, you have to walk through the darkness to hit the light switch. Very strange. So here is the kitchen that I believe has been here since the 50s. It's a bespoke kitchen, which in this day and age is supposed to mean something wonderful. But back then, it was just, I think basically you just got your friends together to build a kitchen. So as you can see, there's very little counter space. So there's some counter space there, counter space here. The oven sticks out. Oh, I was going to turn it sideways, but I don't know if that's actually going to work. Anyway, the oven sticks out. And the only place I could find to stick the fridge makes the fridge stick out. Lovely linoleum flooring that you can't tell whether the floor is dirty or not because of the flooring. Behind this that I put in freestanding cabinet, which I use as my pantry, is the original back door, which is why the light switches are there, which seems to be in an awkward place now, but when you used to walk in the back door, that made sense. However, that's the only light switch for the kitchen, so when you went to the other side of the kitchen to go to another part of the house, you would have to turn the light switch off and walk out. So there's the archway. And this is the original. Let me see if I can turn it. It's turned on mine, but I don't know if you're going to be able to see it turned. That's the original pantry. So if this is not turned in your video, sorry. So that's the original pantry, and that's the remains of the track. There used to be a sliding door there that you slid open to go through to the laundry bathroom. And that broke in the open position, so I ended up ripping the whole thing off, gosh, probably 18 years ago or something. And so then here's the laundry room. And the light switch here, which there is no light switch here for the kitchen. So this is the laundry, which was the start of my little renovations because there was a hole in the ceiling leaking, and then there was a hole in the floor. So I started renovating that. That used to be a window, and then I bought the door for $10 on Trade Me and had a builder install it, and then realized, oh, it's not that complicated. There used to be a cupboard here, very narrow cupboard, because there was a window there. Ripped that out. And there's the washing machine that was the hot water cylinder cabinet, which I now have hot water outside. I have a hot water heat pump, so that's not necessary. That's going to be ripped out, and there'll be a dryer there. I'll update my washing machine to have a front load, so I can have a countertop on top of them. And I'll update my sink to a bit more useful one, and then have different cabinets up the top. So I'm going to do the laundry as well, but I'll be doing most of that with Alicia and me. And then my bathroom, which I won't show you at the moment, I did update that, I don't know, 15 years ago or something. There used to be a shower in that corner, and then there's a bathtub over there, and I've now put the shower over the bathtub and got myself some more space, but it now needs updating because it's that old. So coming back this way, that doorway is stained, and there will be a hallway put in. So there will be a wall put in basically from this edge here going across. So when you come through here, you'll go through a hallway out that way. And the other side of the wall will then become my kitchen, which will be a U-shaped kitchen. And it'll get rid of all this quirkiness of the archways, which I hate. The pass-through, it'll all be open. You'll be able to look through the whole thing. And this section over here will actually have a wall, which will have my oven, my pull-out pantry, the fridge, microwave, everything. Everything's going to be nice and new. I have updated things over the years, like I put in UPVC double-glazed windows. I've replaced the roof. I've done insulation. And lots of things throughout. But this is the very last thing to get rid of, because this wall here, let's see if I can go this way. That wall is coming out, and there'll be a beam going across there to support the roof, but that will make this all open. And this wall is coming out completely, and we won't need a beam because that's not supporting anything. But as you can see, there's power in there, in that wall. There's power. I plug things in to charge from my oven, because the only other power here is that's for the oven, and that's the only other power point. No other power points except for behind the fridge. So not very useful. I am going to put in lots of power points and light switches. So when you come out here, the kitchen will actually come out a ways. And I teach card classes from my lounge. Let's see if we can go sideways again. So I teach card classes, and this is how I usually have set up my dining table, and then I have a folding table out. So I teach about 8 people. But that area there, maybe not quite as far as I've got the table at the moment, but nearly, probably coming out to halfway, will be a breakfast bar. So it'll be a U-shaped kitchen with a breakfast bar here. So I'll be able to have people use the kitchen counter breakfast bar to craft on, as well as my dining table. So I've got a lot of prep to do. I've been doing some of it. That's why there's things all over tables. I've got to clear cabinets out. And some of the things in my kitchen I shoved in there in boxes when I moved in here just over 20 years ago, and haven't touched since. So it'll be kind of like Christmas, finding things that I didn't know I had, and also finding things that I don't know why I have, that I will want to get rid of. So this is the before, and then I will be doing vlogs throughout, because I want it for my own memory, as well as, people might learn from doing this. The other thing, which I forgot to mention, see these switches here? These switches, 3 switches there. This turns on the light in the lounge area. This turns on the light in the dining area. And this turns on that, which I don't really know why there's that weird light there. There's no power in that wall, so you wouldn't put a desk or anything there. I don't know why you would have that there. But there are no other light switches in this whole area that they added on in the 70s. So those are the only light switches. They did put some power plugs in some of the other walls. But so if you come in from that door, You have to walk all the way over here to turn a light on. And that door was a French door, a wooden French door that I've replaced with the UPVC double glazed French doors. And over here used to be windows, matching. Those windows used to have a matching pair here. So when I replaced everything, I had French doors put in there. So now that's the front door, and essentially that's the back door. But there are no switches anywhere. So if you were to come in from there at night, you have to walk all the way over to there to turn any lights on. And if you were to come in the original back door, the way they had it originally set up, you'd come in the original back door here, and you'd come in and you want to go in your lounge. Well, you either walk all the way around here to turn the lights on, or what I generally do is lean my hand through and touch them, figure out which one's which, and then I can turn the lights on. So, very, very weird, very strange setup. So, I don't know, maybe they left lights on all the time. I'm one that doesn't like to waste electricity, so I turn lights off. So it's very odd having the only switches for this section that they built in the 70s attached to what used to be the outside wall of the house. Very, very weird. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to show before the next installment, which should be the ripping out of things, the demolition. And that's why when I did renovate, I only went so far with the wallpaper and stuff because I thought this is going to be ripped out, so what's the point? Now, I put that wallpaper up like probably 12 or 15 years ago. I didn't think it was going to take this long for me to get to the stage of doing my kitchen. All the kids have flown the coop. I'm a single, single woman living here with no kids, but they do come back here and there. And I'd like to have a nice big kitchen that I can enjoy, as well as have more space to do my cards, which you can see I've got in the background there, sample cards for people to look at when they come. So watch this space, come back, and see how I get on with my renovations. And that is it. Hopefully next time I show you a video, this wall will either be partially ripped out or gone. Okay, bye-bye.